Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. My name is Gord. So, I hope you enjoyed the last episode of the failures clip episode. I think I've figured out a solution. I hope, if I can find it. It's the Prober Mark 8, I think, wound up being the rig. So, I've learned a few useful things. This part here has to be really, really bottom heavy to succeed on re-entry. Like, seriously. And it also has to be well balanced. So these batteries exploding off inconsistently was driving the balance of this thing completely mad. So what I've done, figured this out. So if I throw on the center of mass tool and just look at this, this is really, really low now. At least I hope it's as low. It's about as low as I can make it. Turns out the SAS component is really light, so I put it on top now instead. So, otherwise the design is pretty much the same. It's very stable. It actually works really well. The only concern I'm having, is that I don't actually need that anymore. That was for a different purpose. And now the balance, first of all, it's less weight, and it's shifted the weight down just a little, which is good. So I believe all my action groups were already set. I spent some time. Oh no, I did not set my action groups. Alright, well, toggle cover, and 2, expose the mystery goo. So this rig, if well managed, should easily be able to make it to past the 250 kilometer mark and then some. So this, basically, I'll put a different rig on the top here, and that will become my, basically my ability to speak English, my orbiter. That's going to be my orbiting rig for, there we are, that'll give us just a little more room, and I also needed one of these down here just to give us a little more thrust control. It was not reacting as well as I would have liked on the lower stage here as we got out of the atmosphere. But yeah, this whole thing should work much better now. So without any further ado, I won't bore you. I will fix my staging before I launch, because I need to get, so this turns it into just a probe so that I can rotate it with less mass during re-entry. And this removes the RCS engines so that they don't explode and destroy my probe on re-entry. So anyways, we shall head to the launch pad. And this time, I'm sure nothing will go wrong. And I've jinxed it now, haven't I? Okay, preparing for launch. SAS on, launching in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Very, very slow liftoff. But that's okay. The one thing I have no doubt about, which I should have left a segment in which showed it, this rig can make it out of the atmosphere. It did on numerous occasions during last time's horrifically bad. Whoa. This is new. I think my staging just blew off. Remember that part where I said unless that nothing could possibly go wrong? I think it just did. Yeah, you see it just ripped off. Structural linkage failure on the linkage. Oh dear. Well. Ooh. It's a good thing those buildings don't get destroyed. Abort. Revert to launch. Oh yeah, that's interesting. So we're just going to launch right away. 3, 2, 1. Boom. That's actually the first time I've had that structural linkage fail, which is interesting. I've updated to the new release of better than starting manned. 0.99991 or something. And the new version of Deadly Reentry, which should reduce the number of exploding on launch errors that we've seen. But anyways, hope for the best. Hopefully that was just a glitch, shall we say? Yeah, we'll just call it a glitch. Add stage 1 exhausted, stage 2 launch. So a lesson I have learned during those aborted attempts is do not gravity turn in the lowest section of the atmosphere if you can help it. It just doesn't end well. It really doesn't. It doesn't help with any future rotations. It's much, much easier to do your rotation in the second stage of the atmosphere, the medium blue section right here. So, we will follow that advice. And executing stage 3, launch. I'm really happy with this design. If this goes well, what I'm going to do next is, because I'm determined to get this stupid probe on the ground. I want this research probe from the high atmosphere to get to the ground. If this works, though, it means I can turn this is a satellite launching rig. I can turn this. I can push a Gravioli scanner into orbit and hit some of the sections of Kerbin that I haven't yet visited. All right, we're going to do a minor gravity turn here while we still have use of the winglets. There we go. Come on. Man, it really doesn't want to turn, does it? It is determined to stay going straight, probably because there's so many winglets on it. And firing the liquid fuel engines now. Oh, and we've lost our atmosphere. We're about to go into the... Oh, good. Okay, so let's continue tipping very gently. RCS in a bit. Leave the RCS on just in case. Oh, no. I thought they'd fix the bit where the thing... there we are. I thought they fixed the bit where the RCS didn't react, or sorry, the SAS fought. You could rotate. I thought you could rotate successfully with the SAS active. Maybe that's been... No, it seems to be working now. Maybe the winglets are just fighting it too much. Come on, back you go. Okay. So, apoapsis is up to 121, so we're going to leave her right there and just let her continue to rise. I'm reasonably confident that this is enough fuel to get into that high orbit. Let's give it a little more gas here. For a second, we'll give it a good, solid, heavy-duty boost. Don't worry, I see the overheating there. It's not going to explode. No exploding for us today. There we are. We're still rising. 175, yeah, easily. Actually, I'd be able to go a lot further if I did more of a gravity turn in the atmosphere and wasn't heading to 250. I'd easily be able to make it into orbit, I think. I'm pretty sure of this. So, interesting thing to note, the higher you get, the less fuel it takes to continue accelerating and increasing your speed. It's just an interesting little thing here. I mean, as long as I maintain speed, it doesn't require much to continue raising the apoapsis here. I mean, look at how quickly that number's going up. So the fuel that is left is just going to be used to... that was a little less efficient than some of my earlier attempts, but I've got some extra RCS, and the probe design's a little different from anything I've flown before. But we're above the 250,000 threshold, which I know is the next experimental range. I did manage to get temperature and barometer readings out here because that data could be transferred back to Kerbin. Alright, so I don't need anything more than that. All I need now is to RCS us over. I'm just going to widen the orbit just a little bit here for the sake of coming in at a bit of a better angle. I don't know how much it'll help, but what else am I going to do? Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Lock it. Lock it down, guys. Stabilize. Start accelerating. Accelerate some more. Some more. Some more. Alright. See, that's just widening out the orbit. This is how you'd get the... I'm going to get the rig into orbit if all goes according to plan. Except I'll do the burn closer to the apoapsis for the greatest effect from what little rocket science I understand here. Alright. Engines off. Get rid of the engine component, because that's just going to get in the way and make maneuvering much harder. Alright, so let's see. H will accelerate us away from that a bit. There we go. And we're just coming up to our research elevation. So let's open the covers on those and expose the poor goo to the space. I mean, that's 4 copies of the experiment, and then we'll close the covers back up again for safekeeping. All right. I'm going to quick save here, just in case I botch something. I don't know if the quick save will work. I don't quite understand why I have this stage there. Come on. Go away. Hopefully, I have had some weird problems where I haven't been able to trigger the parachute stage. But hopefully, I don't have the problem this time. Okay, let's time warp a little here to get us on our way back down again. Time warping in space is generally safe. Slowing down, because we need to rotate while we still have use of our RCS system. Alright, and we are more or less locked and loaded. Alright, let's get that gone. This is it. The moment of truth, guys. Oh God. Oh God. No, 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 no. Oh! Oh! That was almost a disaster. Okay. Quick tweak to that. Alright. 9,000. 8,000. 7,000. 6,000. 5,000. 4,000. 3,000. 2,000, 1,000, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, launch. Yes! Finally! Oh my goodness. You don't want to know how many times I had that parachute fail on me in previous attempts. You haven't seen all of my horrible, horrible attempts. There were a couple of experiments where I managed to get through the re-entry and then the parachute just ripped off when I deployed it. So, we have victory. We have a successful return of goo experiments to Kerbin. And ship recovery should provide us with a significant quantity of science. Recovering the vessel for 50, a very large quantity of science. So we'll hit done there. Let's go check out Research Division. We have 139 science to spend. These tiers cost 90 apiece. My goodness, those are expensive. Aerodynamics. Advanced flight control, so we have control surfaces, reaction wheels, some better RCS. This one is electrics, so probe core, liquid fuel engine, slightly better liquid fuel engine, better communication system, slightly more efficient, and lights, which is cool. A space-capable pod for Kerbins, and a ladder, landing struts, and a gear bay, which is cool. Or a liquid fuel engine, and some new fuel tanks. A couple of different fuel tanks. So, tough call. I mean, the ability to get a Kerbal into orbit would be cool, but you know what? I think let's round out this tier, because this is a nice little engine which would be perfect for, well, theoretically perfect for getting us for orbital work. Although I'm not going to change the design. These tanks, I'm not sure if they carry more than the tanks I currently have. They probably do. Oh yeah, they're thicker. You know what? I'm actually going to hold off. I've got lots of stuff I could get. Oh crap. Well, as it is, I think I just alt-tabbed out, which means I can't get back while I'm recording, so I will be right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. Welcome back. I'm just going to have to be really careful not to hit the alt-tab or anything like that. So let's take the Prober Mark 8 and make it the Mark, see what's Roman numeral for 9 is IX, so it's Prober 9. Save, and this is going to be reconfigured dramatically. In other words, just a little bit, with, alright, the following things. First, let's, we're going to need a whole bunch more, okay, let's get the research components on. We need 2 graviolis, which we'll tuck down here. Actually, we'll tuck them on the probe core, because we might be able to, alright. There's a few things we can actually remove, hopefully for weight reasons, because we're not going to need you. No plans on re-entry, which means we also don't need that decoupler. But we could use, oops, not a separate copy of the whole rocket ship. We could use a second set of RCS. So we'll go with 6 RCS, like so. We'll tuck them in right there. So we need 2 antennae, which will go on the side of that, like so, along with the graviolis. Now what we're really working on here is, alright, fine. Oh, that's a funny spot for them to wind up. I didn't even, that's kind of could be a bit of a problem. Okay, and these are just for early flight. And I only put 2 on, didn't I? And they should have been 6, like so. There we go. Alright, so what we need is another ring of batteries. Now we're going to make it 8 batteries and 2 rings. So 8 batteries there. 8 batteries there. 6 and 8 batteries. No, we're going to have to move these up a little, which is fine. Put those there and those right there. Hopefully they will not detach with the section there. So theoretically that's enough electric charge for transmitting a good solid batch of gravioli scans back. I know it looks a little absurd, doesn't it? But you know what? I'm reasonably confident that this is going to work because I've removed. I don't have to go as high. Oh, I don't need a parachute. I can replace that with, let's see, nose cone, 0.003. So that's way lighter. That is really light, actually. I wonder if it'll work better with if I throw those on top of that stage. If I move those up just a little. There we are. I wonder if it'll be more efficient with the nose cones. No drag. I don't know. That's the interesting thing. Aerodynamic nose cone. It's an active heat shield, which is interesting. You know, I have no idea. I really have no idea. Let's just center these graviolis. We only need 2 of you. 2 graviolis. Hopefully not heavy enough to unbalance the rocket significantly. Alright, let's get this goofball looking thing into orbit. Maybe. Head to the launch pad. I just hope I haven't made it too top heavy with all of those batteries up there. More efficient batteries might actually be really nice from that next research stage. SAS on, launching in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Ooh, okay. I think I may have made it a little heavier. That is a significant reduction in... Uh-oh. I think we're a little off balance, guys. And I think it's the graviolis and antenna that have affected my delicate... yeah, that's going to not be good. Alright. Yeah, that did not go according to plan. Revert to VAB. Okay. 1 set less batteries. 4 antennas in spite of the weight, and 4 graviolis again in spite of the weight, because I just have this feeling center of mass should be, and I can't tell, it looks good. I really just can't tell. Alright, so slightly reduce the payload weight because these batteries, let's see, they're heavy. They're as heavy as a parachute, as are, I think. Heavier, okay. No, wait. Yeah, they're heavier than a parachute. But they held a that should, you know what, let's just give it a shot. Let's, no, action groups. It would be good to have the action group set up. So, antenna on number 1. Log gravity data on number 2. And let's give this a whirl. So, I know there's a beach biome I need to get at some point. So, and I know there's Arctic. SAS on, launching in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Oof. It's still a much... I must have made that a lot. Oh, you know what? It's the... Oh, and we're still... Whoa, we're losing it. We are losing it badly. What has gone wrong? 1, That is interesting, because that was working just fine a little while ago. Well, oh, that was a cool shot, though. Have to admit, that was kind of awesome. Okay. VAB. Okay, let's... I suppose I could also use the launch stabilizers to actually keep it from failing early on here. SAS on, launching in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. That is looking a little better. I think... Is it staying stable? I think it is. No. No, is it? No, we are tipping, aren't we? Alright. We're going to have to. Oh, and I think that linkage just failed. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. Well, this is going down like a ton of bricks. That's weird. Alright. Alright. We're going to revert to launch. We're going to turn on the SAS after liftoff. I didn't change the design. That... Whoa, did it just... Alright, launching in 3, 2, 1. And... No, the SAS is... It's stable. With no SAS. Oh, no, it's tipping a little, isn't it? Okay, locking in. Whoa. Whoa, 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 and wiggling. Wiggle of doom. Wiggle. Come on. No, 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 no. Come on, SAS off. No, it's just... That's weird. That is really weird, because it was just fine. This... Oh, it broke again. It broke again. That's interesting. That is very interesting. I wonder if that staging setup is just not stable for some reason. I wonder if it would work better if the batteries were much, much lower. No, it's just all about maths, isn't it? Okay, well, let's try this one, because I want to get this thing into orbit. And part of that is going to be making sure I have enough fuel to achieve orbit. Launching in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Please stop wobbling so precipitously. I haven't changed anything significant enough to justify you losing control at this level. Let's hope that's just a minor drift and not the SAS trying to fight to it's weird though. You know, it was perfectly, the Mark 8 was perfectly stable before I made any changes to it. It worked really well, and now this Mark 9 and 10 series have been very unstable. Stage 2. We're gaining elevation much, much more effectively now. It's possible I just need more power, but, you know, the power to weight ratio is a pain in the butt. So, interesting. Interesting indeed. And ejecting. And fire away. Okay. Our only goal right now is to go upwards. We need elevation, and we need it desperately. Gotta resist the urge to go to the map too early. Alright, this stage has cleared us from the lower atmosphere, which I don't think it did successfully last time. So, firing. And now we will do a slight gravity turn. Very slight. Because we want this to boost us very close to our orbital burn time. Alright, tip a little, and SAS lock. Oof. Okay, how are we doing? Apoapsis is rising much better this time. And engines on. Okay. RCS on, because we need to stabilize the full thing. Alright. Apoapsis is still rising. Much higher than I was in the previous attempt. I'm already approaching the 90,000. Okay. So we're slowing down, but not too much. Oops. That was a waste of energy. Okay, so we'll go for 95. And cut the engines. Rotate. SAS off. Rotate ourselves to horizon. And prepare our maneuver. There we are. Lock. And we want to start this maneuver a little earlier. Oh, we're losing. Our apoapsis is losing. That's okay. We want to... Whoa, 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 whoa. Complete the maneuver. Add a maneuver. Come on. Alright, let's see. There we are. And we need to pull it out to a successful orbit. There we are with an a really insane apoapsis would probably... But I'm running out of time, so... Alright, but that'll at least give us our burn. Yeah, there we are. There we go. And it's time to burn. Burn like you never burned before, you stupid rocket. I'm not planning on... I suppose a bit of gravity turn earlier would have helped a great deal with this. But hopefully burning before the apoapsis will help as well. Burning more towards the horizon. Apoapsis is still good, 95,000. It's looking better this time. At least I'm burning before the apoapsis instead of after it. Well, okay, mostly. Oh, whoa, 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 that was close. Come on, little engine. No, we're losing it again. We're losing it. Come on. Well, we still got fuel. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. It's coming. If we can just pull it before... Alright, get rid of that maneuver because it's do or die, do or fail now. That's all we got. And I just don't think this rocket has enough guts, which means that I'm gonna need something more in the tech realm before. Yep, this engine just ain't cutting it. This engine just isn't going to cut it for getting us into a successful orbit. As much as I thought it might be able to, it's fairly apparent now it's just not quite going to do the job. Or at least not without a higher boost. Yeah, the periapsis is still in the atmosphere. Alright. No, that data's going to do us no good. Yeah, not even remotely enough. That was better. I mean, that's the principle. Alright, so more gravity turns sooner, and this thing just needs more power. Alright, kill the throttle. Let's watch this thing hit the atmosphere. It'll be a good finale for this episode, because I'm going to wrap it up here. I will have to do a little redesign in my next attempt. But I hope you enjoyed yourselves. So, here it goes. The Mark 10 into the atmosphere. And here we go. Boom! I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.